WROC Studios, this is breaking news from News 8.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Maureen McGuire.
And I'm Adam Chodak reporting live tonight from Rochester, where New York State Attorney General Letitia James came today to make a big announcement.
That's right. Nearly 1 year after Daniel Prude's fatal encounter with Rochester police, today a grand jury decided not to charge any of the officers in his death. The decision sparking protests tonight, hundreds gathering near the scene where Prude lost consciousness before now gathering at the Public Safety Building in downtown Rochester. This is a live look at what's happening there now. A few hours earlier, State Attorney General Letitia James said Prude's death could have been avoided.
And history has unfortunately repeated itself again in the case of Daniel Prude.
Medical examiner ruled Prude's death a homicide. This police body camera footage showing he was naked and handcuffed when he was restrained by police last March. He died a week after this incident. Months later, after the public learned of the case, 7 police officers were suspended. We have team coverage tonight. Atia Collins and Kayla Green are covering the ongoing protests tonight in downtown Rochester. Let's begin with you, Atia.
That's exactly right, Maureen. You can actually see some of the group here behind me. They are heading home as they feel they've accomplished their mission. Take a look, about 50 to 100 people here at the Public Safety Building. Again, can see the group moving past us. Now, this group actually started on Jefferson Avenue tonight, where speakers were expressing their frustration at the Attorney General's decision. They called it an injustice. The group then moved down Jefferson Street, making their way towards Main Street. Here on Main Street, they took over an intersection, again, talking about their demands before they moved towards Child Street. It was there on Child Street where they gathered in front of a police substation, and uniformed officers did get between the group and the substation, although there was no confrontation between police and the group, as they again took the opportunity to talk about their demands and, more importantly, talk about some of the accomplishments they've made over the last year.
I think the most significant win is community. The community we've managed to create in the face of adversity. Throughout this year, we've been yelling, we keep us safe, we keep us safe. I've called people I met in the streets and they've kept me safe. Talk about it. We know we can continue to keep us safe, and we'll continue to fight. Another win we have is the introduction of Daniel's Law in the state legislature.
Now, the group was there at the substation for a little while. They actually took the time to eat some food that was provided by protest leaders, and then they turned their focus to Interstate 490, which, Kayla, we saw a group of police barricades there at the exit.
Yeah, and when we were starting to walk down there, when protesters were, you were saying to me you couldn't believe what you were seeing because you were there the last time that they tried to do this and they didn't get as far, right?
That's exactly right, Kayla. I was astonished. The group was actually able to move past the vehicles, and they were on the highway for a long time.
Yeah, so we actually walked down onto 490 at the Child Street exit 11B. We were met by state police, but we just kept walking. There were people all in the road blocking off the entire one side of 490 at that exit. Now take a look at this video from those moments. It's pretty amazing to see just walking down the middle of the highway at night like this. We walked off all the way at the inner loop until State Street. That's where we got off. And there were a few points when police were blocking the road with several police cars, but the group just kept walking. They were chanting Black Lives Matter. Many people in cars were honking and being supportive of the group. And we walked all the way to the Public Safety Building, which is where we are now. And as you can see, the group has now cleared out as we've been live. But when they got here, we did notice that some people have the barricades. We noticed earlier today, we'll give you a closer look at this now, but there are some concrete barriers, which is different than what we have seen in the past. Some people did hop over them. People were up at the doors there, but interesting, we only saw a couple of police officers, which is different notably than what we've seen at other protests in the past. We've seen a line of police officers in the front front there, and that's not at all what we were seeing tonight. Interesting to note that just a few weeks ago, the new police chief did announce a new plan in how the department was going to be handling protests. So it was interesting to see that plan. She didn't give all the details at the time, but interesting to see that in action tonight. And we are live in Rochester. Kayla Green, News 8.
All right, Kayla, thank you. Our team coverage continues now with Adam. And Adam, you covered the grand jury announcement today. Do we know why it decided not to indict?
That's the big question, and we hope to find out more regarding that in the near future. But Maureen, just as a reminder, State Attorney General Letitia James stood inside Enon Missionary Baptist Church last September and said she was outraged by the death of Daniel Prude. She stood inside the same church today and said she was disappointed by the grand jury's decision. The message from New York's top prosecutor was simple: we tried. Letitia James says her office wanted criminal charges, but the grand jury decided the evidence for that just wasn't there.
I know that the Prude family, the Rochester community, and communities across the country will rightfully be disappointed by this outcome.
At issue was how Prude was restrained by police, a knee on his back with another officer leaning on his neck. The officer's legal team said today what they've said all along: protocol was followed.
It's somewhat disingenuous to sit here and be told that the officers did something wrong when all they did was follow what they were told to do.
And that argument is what likely won over the grand jury, according to the lawyer representing Prude's brother.
They blamed the city. They pointed the finger at the Rochester Police Department and said, okay, well, Daniel Prude is dead because this is how you train these guys.
Legal expert Mark Foti says the grand jury's decision was also likely influenced by technicalities built into the law. Plus,
there's obviously cultural considerations that police officers are sometimes treated different, not just by jurors, but in particular by the people presenting the evidence.
And when asked whether she thinks City Hall or the police department tried to cover up this case, James said this.
Again, I'm responding again to police reforms.
The Attorney General said the judge in this case will be releasing the details of the grand jury proceedings that are normally secret. And Mark Foti told me tonight that those details, or minutes as they're known, those could help us figure out why the grand jury made the decision it did. Reporting live from Rochester, Adam Chodak, News 8.
All right, Adam, thank you. Mayor Lovely Warren, herself under fire by many for failing to inform the public about Prude's death when it happened, released a statement today saying, quote, the announcement by the Attorney General is hard for many of us to understand. I ask us all to put the well-being of our community first and to act with sincerity to improve our city. If we do that with the dignity and humanity God has instilled in all of us, we will create the change that Mr. Prude's death and that our history demands. And the chair of the Rochester Police Accountability Board also released a statement today. Shawnee Wilson saying, quote, throughout our city's history, criminal prosecutions have failed to deliver justice for black and brown people harmed by police. Every failure to deliver justice for officer wrongdoing proves that the Police Accountability Board needs to have its disciplinary powers returned, its investigations unimpeded, and its work fully funded. Just moments before the grand jury decision was announced, Rochester City Council called on the RPD to change the way it responds to protests. Council has 3 requests: ban the use of chemical agents such as tear gas and flashbangs on protesters, establish clear rules of engagement for all peaceful protests that will act as a memorandum of understanding between RPD and the community at large, and establish an RPD posturing protocol for crowd control scenarios. Some of the new protocols did go into effect tonight during the protests. These requests are additional ones Council is now making of the RPD. To watch the Attorney General's full news conference about the Daniel Prude grand jury, log on to our website, rochesterfirst.com. We have news tonight on COVID-19.